Wake up.
Welcome to Kathy and Jourdan trip. I don't know what the show's called.
It's Kathy and Susie's kids with Matthew and Jourdan. How you guys doing?
Yeah. How's it going, guys? How was this week?
Dude,
or last week?
Man, tough. It was a real tough week. You know, we lost Tommy, Kyle's dad, in the boat accident. That was pretty sad. So R.I.P. Tommy.
R.I.P.
Shout out.
Red Bone.
Great man. So that was kind of setting the precedent, and then we had the dive and the hurricanes and just a whole mess of, I think, one catastrophe after another. So, what about you? How was your week?
Pretty wild, I guess. I would say not one of the best weeks, but like you said, there's so much going on. It was spiraling out of control.
Yeah.
And then losing Kyle's dad, showing respect for that. That was a tough day. And then, like this weather. I mean, because you don't really know. Like the traffic's been crazy.
Did I say there's another storm brewing right now?
I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Don't want to hear about it.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it until it gets a name.
Does it have a name?
I don't know yet. Hopefully not.
How was your vacation is what I'm wondering.
Man, the vacation was fun. It was well-needed time away from the hustle and bustle of home. But it rained, and whenever you're going to the beach, the rain kind of can kill everything. So,
and if you're on vacation in Florida and it rains,
or
Orange Beach,
Alabama.
Yeah, but if it rains, you're like, what is there to do?
What is there to do? Exactly. So, we were going to go diving. We were going to go to the OWA, which is an amusement park down there, but it's way too out in the open for any kind of bad weather. And it wasn't like a rainstorm. It was scattered thunderstorms. It was these feeder bands that were coming in from, I think, the hurricane. So it would rain for like an hour and then it'd go away for an hour and then it'd come back and rain for an hour. So it just had the whole day's ruin. We got a couple hours in at the beach. We did some kayaking. That was fun. And then we attempted to go dive the Whiskey Rex, and there was probably like a 5-foot surge coming in on the beach. So the waves were way too atrocious to try to get into. We tried to kayak out there at first. It wasn't happening. And I was falling off the kayak.
So y'all scuba dive, like y'all jump
off
right
the
in
beach, yeah,
and go to that.
Well, for that particular wreck, yes, that was the plan. But I got on this kayak, man, and it kept tipping over. I felt like somebody was like manually tipping my kayak over. It was that bad. But the waves were just crashing, and I couldn't beat
Matthew,
it.
There's a hurricane going on.
It was fun. Let's just say that.
I know, but I mean, it's not that far off. I mean, Alabama and we're in the Gulf of Mexico. You're gonna.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't the worst part.
The jellyfish.
The jellyfish were the worst part, and they were everywhere. And it was the little sea nettles, and they're probably about, I don't know, 2 foot long in total with all the tentacles. But man, I felt like I was getting wrapped in spider webs. There was so many of them. But I caught one across the face, and it shut me down. I turned around and went back to the beach and laid there for like 30 minutes in pain. Probably had
What's the difference in a steaming and a jellyfish sting?
Steebing?
Yeah.
A bee sting?
Bee sting. Yeah.
I think scientifically I have no clue, but I know the jellyfish stings are made to like make you docile, so they want to stop you from moving.
You had to pee on yourself?
Then they eat you. I thought about it, but we ended up getting some alcohol, and I just manned up and went through it. Like I had a bunch of people watching me at the beach. I didn't want to look like a wuss or have anyone pee on me in public. So no, I didn't pee on myself.
Pops would have came through.
Yeah. He was right there next to me. He was just as ate up with the.
It got him too.
Oh yeah, we both did, and it was crazy because we knew that they were there, but we didn't know how bad they were. So we put our wetsuits on, which normally in the summertime you don't need a wetsuit. It's just protect you from cold water. Anyway, my hands, which were exposed, and my face, which was exposed, were ate up over and over and over and over again. They even somehow worked their way inside my.
But aren't you glad you did? You wore your wetsuit this time.
Yes, I'm just glad I went. I mean, I would try it again. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I wouldn't, but I'm stubborn and hard-headed. I think it was fun. We didn't have the outcome that we wanted, but we'll be back. I think that's an awesome wreck and the opportunity to dive it now. The initial plan was to go out there in the kayaks and bring the dive gear on the back of the kayaks and just kind of drop in right there, but we couldn't get the kayaks out there. So then, we tried to just walk it from the beach.
How far out is it?
It's about 150 yards, so it's not far.
You could have made it.
There's 2 sandbars. Could have made it. But the Jellyfish is what had me to stop. I mean, but they were just going to keep getting worse and worse, and the visibility wasn't that good. But, you know, we tried. And like I said, we learned. We're comfortable with the dive site now. We're going to go back. I think next time maybe you can come. It's an easy dive. So maybe next time I'll have an underwater camera.
Certified.
Yeah. So I posted a picture, and there was a bunch of people talking about it underneath there getting certified. And I tried to give Jerry and Dawn a plug over at Adventure Locators.
I won't go see Jerry until you give me some more honey.
Oh, gosh. I think he's got it there. So y'all could probably work out a deal.
He gave me, that's one of my favorite honeys. He has a spicy honey. Because we do the Croaker Classic, and they're big sponsors.
Really?
So I've had a pretty good relationship with them guys. They're good people.
And they haven't tried to recruit you yet?
Oh, yeah, always.
Dive?
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about it. I'm just saying I think it would be fun.
Oh, I know. I'm probably going to get me one of those Sea-Doo motorized push things. Because I've always wanted one of them.
I think they're probably more than you want to pay for one. You could probably get a good used one.
What do they run?
I think a couple grand.
What?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. But seeing the underwater life is pretty neat.
I just want to go underwater and then escape through a tunnel of a prison.
You got to go to prison first to escape prison.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we can, that's kind of the goals of life. If I do something, it's going to be some very intense scuba diving.
So
it's kind of like LARP, reenact.
yeah, I don't even know anything about that. But
I don't either.
no, Alabama was cool. We ended up doing some shopping. Ended up going and eating some good food. John had never been to the USS Alabama, so we ended up going to the battleship.
What was her thoughts on that?
She had fun.
A lot of stairs.
She cried because we watched the video.
Oh no!
And it was all these old people that were like
video.
reenacting what they had done during the war. So it was a World War II boat, and she manages the Villa Maria, which is the old folks' home. So she's got a place in her heart for these older people. And this movie is probably made in the 90s, maybe early 2000s. So most of these people were probably deceased already, which made it that more, I guess, emotional tugging. But she cried. We walked through. We didn't really do any of the tours. We just kind of did our own thing, and we spent 3 hours on this ship.
The tour, yeah, because the tour gets kind of lengthy, so I'd always find myself just dipping off and just running around.
But you can stay the night on that boat. I didn't know that.
I heard about it, but should we?
I don't know. John kept saying she thinks it's haunted.
I think it'd be great.
So they have a thing in there where you can pull up any of your last name. You put your last name in there, and you can see if anybody in your family's ever served on it. And there was 5 Brookses that were on the USS Alabama.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't ask my dad about it yet, though.
Well, while you were gone, we did some family time at the beach with Oliver and Emily. Because we're working on our, we're doing a kind of a Jordan Matthews spinoff of Sleep Sounds.
I saw that, and it looks great.
We got a lot of friends that are ADHD,
I know
ADD,
I am. Yeah.
and so I decided to take the gear out, get the camera out, spend a couple hours out, and work on, we have a few projects we're working on with the show, and it's just things, what me and Matt are doing is whatever we want to do.
Yeah. I mean, you saw it. If any of y'all watched the Hops and Growlers, like I'm wearing one of Scott's shirts right now, but we did a kind of out of the studio experiment over at Hops and Growlers, and got educated on home brews and brewing your beer and the barrel system, and it was very, I think, informative for us. But that was something a little different than it's one of the projects that we're working on, and really,
we got some lavalier mics now because we're taking it on the road, and we had some hiccups. Scott and my audio were great. We had a memory card failure on our other lavalier mic, but it was Matthews. So in that video, you'll kind of hear Scott being really great voice, and then I decided to pull my lavalier mic and just kind of use this one recorder we have that feeds off each other. So, what do you call it? How would you say this?
It's better than y'all's.
Well, I would say if Matt's audio is down, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of be on the same boat.
It was a lesson learned. Let's just say that.
It's frustrating because But
we'll be back. We'll do it again.
And yeah.
But it was just more of a getting out of the studio, going out.
But how good Scott feel?
Yeah, and
He smiled.
Well, he did smile. He had fun. I know I smiled after 2 of those Jamaican
me happy.
Yeah, I was smiling.
Hops and Growlers, Ocean Springs, great guy. 21 brews on tap. His passion, and you go watch the video. It's It's out on YouTube and on our Facebook. We actually put the full video on Facebook. Which I was going to talk to you. We're going to start doing some of that.
Yeah.
Do both. And, some people just want to watch it on Facebook.
Well, I think we just need more content. What do you guys think? Let us know. Drop a comment.
Yeah. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jourdan and Matthew. Like our Facebook. But let's go to, with the audio situation, it got me.
Yeah.
But the storytelling, I was like, you know what? Whatever. Send it.
Well, we've got so much, I think, content from that day that we're going to be able to kind of manipulate some stuff around. And probably you haven't seen the last of that footage.
No, because, when we got there, we're going to plan a little commercial shoot, which Scott went a different direction, just wanted to tell stories. And it was a complete spin-off of what we were going to do. And, that's how we roll. But it's one of the things where you really want to watch a video, because if you enjoy a good beer, if you don't know anything about beer, go see Scott. I mean, he's award-winning. We didn't get to see his medals.
Yeah, he was very humble and didn't want us to put those on display. But I think I got a picture of one of them. That was good.
But when you can go there, he can educate you, like he's educating me and Matthew on different brews. There's so many different beers and what they do with the bourbon barrels, which I love single barrels like this Long Branch. Pretty much he'll get like a bourbon barrel, and he'll make some brews out of it, which is very creative.
I had no clue the extensiveness of the barrel process. Like whenever he was taking us through that and how they're traded back and forth from wine to whiskey to tequila, and then he gets them and he brews beer in them, and I'm just like, man, that's a whole hustle I didn't even know about. Shout
out to Jonathan Mazzano on that too.
Yeah.
I mean, see, Jonathan and him right by each other, and Jonathan just goes and, all he wants to do is go to a bourbon place, because what they do I think they do, I might be wrong about this, but I think a lot of the bourbons you get, they're mixed barrels. They're not just do one single barrel, like they're in
the trade. They're going back and forth from one shop to another.
They're sending that, and they're just like
kind of like a keg. Like kegs, you get a keg, you bring the shell, and you never get the same keg.
And Jonathan, he'll just do like a barrel, and he'll sign it, and it's his barrel, and they're gonna pour out for that all the glass bottles out there, and then they put like numbered barrels, which is, everybody likes numbered stuff. I don't care who you are. You like numbered things.
Well, I have a good buddy, and he worked for a company that every year for Christmas, they would go to Maker's Mark, and they would purchase a barrel of Maker's Mark, still distilling or whatever, fermenting or however it works. And they would have it, and it would have their company name on it. It would be like burned into the barrel almost.
Same thing.
And then whenever Christmas come around and the barrel was ready to be, procured, they would pour individual bottles, and they would label them with their customers' names on them. And they would say, "Here's our barrel number, whatever."
Who's this?
It's Consolidated Pipe. It's a bigger outfit over.
Is that Chris Four?
No. It was Paul Rice that used to work there. He's not with them anymore. But still, I thought that was neat. It's an individual gift that you're giving somebody, and it's coming from the barrel. And essentially, now I know a little bit more about the barrel.
Yeah, I remember when Scott was telling me he's going to start doing that, and I was like, that'd be dope. And it really does. I mean, 2 glasses.
Yeah.
2 glasses.
I was smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah. And we actually edited the show. We kind of made a purchase on having our a mobile little area where we have our editing laptop now that we actually shot the show, edited it right there at Hops and Gowers, having a few beers. It was an experience.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it got it done.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good, other than the minor audio. But hey, we will overcome.
Do you think we'll?
Yeah, we have. We've overcome a lot.
So you talked about doing some. We got some things in the works that I'm very excited about.
Yeah, me too, man. It's been pretty fun planning it. We've needed to keep planning it. I'm still working on backstories, and that's all I want to say about it right now. Is to be continued.
You don't want to talk about it?
I mean, do we have to? I think we're 3 weeks away, maybe 2 weeks away, something. No, not even that. It's getting closer. Let's just say I have the construction cutouts of the little chains, and every day I rip one of them off. That's how excited I am. But I don't want to give it away.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even hold a secret. You know what I mean? Like,
some people know. I've talked to some people.
And I have too, and they're so on board with this.
Yeah.
So how about my birthday's coming up.
Yeah, you got any big plans?
I think I'm gonna do something at John's for his birthday.
What is that?
Like a little family thing we're doing with John Carter.
Oh,
He's on the 15th. I'm on the 17th.
y'all gonna do a combined family birthday?
More than likely.
Nice. Well, let's make sure I get invited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw that invite out.
I'll take it.
Oh. So the aquarium opened up.
Yeah, so we need to go.
I know.
And John had mentioned us going and doing something for the pink dress run there. I don't know if that's still an option or what, but
as I know, we're working it out. It's not 100%. We're so focused on Liz's been working her butt off on the pink dress run, which is October 24th.
yeah.
Okay, so guys, you want to be there?
Breast cancer awareness.
Yeah. Funds go to Guffman Memorial Foundation. So we're doing a local breast cancer foundation this year, which I'm kind of excited about.
No, it's going to be a hit. I'm MCing it.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of dope.
Yeah, I've never MC'd anything before, really, other than a podcast.
But you have this voice.
I mean, it's a voice. Everybody's got one.
No, but this voice.
Yeah, this voice.
Sets a tone.
It does. It's kind of
puts a smile on this face.
Soothing, relaxing voice.
Everybody.
But it demands respect.
On the podcast, my voice is highly ADHD. Really fast
talker. That's your brain, not your voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the voice just follows the brain.
Oh, snap.
I'm not a doctor, though. Don't quote me on that. But.
So what's the So besides that,
dude, we got some Neptune events coming up. I think I just got a fall party invite where they're gonna release like the theme and the.
I got an invite too.
Did you? Yeah, I know that's coming up. Snapper season's about to open up again. I think it might be opened up today, so we might be able to go catch a few more fish.
How do you find out about stuff like that?
I follow like the DMR, and
I know we did one of our shrimp pictures from that tropical storm, and it got sent into a local fishing group. That's about as far as I've seen fish and stuff. I'm not into fishing, which I think is great, and I know it's very therapeutic. But we did get one of our pictures, that little shrimp boat picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you about the Williams got that in. So I kind of was stalking the group a little bit.
It's circulating. It's a good group. Those are the kind of groups where you see that stuff in.
That's where you find out a lot, huh?
I mean, yeah, I'm in some for hunting. I'm in some for fishing. I'm in some for like buying and selling. But you stay alert. For instance, like I had somebody. You could set notifications for whatever you want. Just like if you're selling cars and you look for a car, you can set like a preset with if it's in this realm, send it to me.
So them kind of groups like Facebook groups for fishing, it's kind of like a dream of having your own walkie-talkies to talk to your friends. I mean, it really feels intimate. It's like,
yeah, hey, Breaker 19, everybody's catching fish at the Loop.
What's the
joke.
What's
Loop.
the local fishing group's full name?
Oh man, there's a few of them. Let's look them up.
Let's give a shout out to these guys because I mean they're.
Okay.
I need to get into there's a few things I'm gonna be diving into and learning.
All right, Mississippi Gulf Coast Fishing Charters. I think that's probably just a charter. So, dude, my phone, I've got so many stinking notifications.
I mean, what do you say to that?
All right, local fishing reports for Pascagoula. Everything flounder. They teach you where all the flounder are.
Yeah, that's the one that the local fishing reports for Biloxi Gulfport.
Local fishing reports for Pascagoula. Mississippi One Coast Fishing Reports. The Mexican Gulf Fishing Company. I mean, I follow a lot of fishing stuff. Probably too much. Probably a little obsessive.
But I mean, that's how you get all your news.
It is how you get your news. But you got to fact check some of it. You see some where the guys are like holding the fish.
How many snappers can you catch?
2 per person in the state of Mississippi. In federal waters. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty like a highway robbery for the fishermen. So commercial guys, they're not as limited and they get to catch fish all year round, but they utilize that as an opportunity to provide for their families. That's their profession. So then they go back and they try to regulate on the residential, which would be people like you and me, and it's 2 fish per person. And they say that it's endangered. Well, the thing that sucks is unless you have a boat full of 9 people and you're going out, I mean, you got to go at least, 40 miles out to catch some decent sized snapper.
You got to go that far?
Yeah, to certain numbers. I guess you can catch smaller snapper, but they are to attract a structure. But you go out that far, you spend a lot of gas getting out there. And if it's just me and you that go out there and we spend through $200 on gas, maybe $250, we come back with 4 fish. That sucks. So it's a give or take. They developed an app called Tails and Scales, and that's a way for them to kind of regulate and count how many fish are turned in.
But you can catch and release, right?
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Okay, so
a lot of people do.
Because the size, like, what's the average size of a red snapper?
Oh man, probably like average size, maybe like 14, 15 pounds, I would say. And that's a bigger fish, but I know that they get huge. Like I've been diving and I've seen them that are probably 30 pounds. They're monsters.
I don't know if I've had a red snapper.
Yeah, surely you have.
I don't know.
Yeah. If you haven't, you should.
I'm not a big, fish guy.
No?
No. So I really don't. I'm not going to.
Tuna's my favorite.
Unless I got like a dish
Then speckled
somewhere.
trout. Speckled trout's good too.
Oh, for sure, speckled trout,
Yeah.
tuna. Yeah, I had lunch with Cam Roberts and Jason Rossetti, Dr. Rossetti, good buddies of mine, great guys. But they do this Alaskan trip once a year.
For halibut?
Salmon?
It's like no, salmon's there too.
Peak salmon,
Pink salmon?
something like I don't know.
That's what they tell you, huh?
I don't know. I'm trying to learn this. No, it could have been. I don't know.
Halibut's like a big flounder, and it's bigger than this table. They're the biggest. Let me show you a picture of halibut.
Well, no, we're talking about salmon, and it says so good, but they go for like a week, and a couple buddies. Cliff Horn goes. He has Horn's jewelry, custom jewelry in Gulfport now. Great dude, does all Marty stuff.
Look how big that fish
No,
is.
this is salmon.
Okay.
And they go and they stay in lodges and they hang out, fish. But they said it's an experience. You rarely have any cell phone service.
Yeah, it's just you and the nature.
Yeah, you're in
and
Alaska.
your boys. Probably cold.
Yeah, it's a blast. They said like instead of like chocolates on your pillows, you get like smoked
beef jerky.
No, smoked salmon.
The cigar.
Smoked salmon on your pillow.
That's pretty cool.
But they've been talking.
I think that would be cool to go film.
They bring a guy with them to do some filming and stuff, and they make like a book. They have like it sounds like a cool event. It's something.
What's up on taking Jordan Matthew along with them?
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah, we should go. We should go get our own cabin like across the street with a heater. No, those guys probably do it top notch.
It'd be fun, man. But come again, that I kind of was telling them they were kind of educating me on fish. We
got plenty of fish here to catch. We don't have to go all the way to Alaska to catch them.
But I mean, what's the fish everybody likes catching around here?
Tuna, I think, or redfish, probably. I don't know. I like to catch redfish.
What's your favorite fish to eat?
Tuna, and then speckled trout. No, they're not even comparable though to me. They're not even. It's like apples and oranges.
Do I have to wear them T-shirts and stuff? I mean,
No, you don't have to wear anything.
How far does this go? How far is the rabbit hole going to go?
Oh, man, if you were Sean Musial, it'd go pretty deep. He goes in on everything he ever does. Dr. Musial, shout it out.
What up?
But, yeah, he come fishing with us one time. He went and got all brand new gear.
Is he still fishing with y'all?
He probably would if we asked him more.
Is that gear on sale?
Yeah, it could be. It could be just as a group recyclable.
Man, that's what. God, that'd be kind of fun.
I tried to go do some fishing when we were in Orange Beach, man, but it was raining the whole time. So,
I mean, you're into it.
it's more of the satisfaction, same satisfaction you get when we complete a podcast and release it, or the same one as we do a video or a picture or something like that. It's the same endorphin release in your brain, I think.
I think it's just never. I mean, I've been invited, but then the guy's always like, "No,
Yeah.
man, no."
Weather's got to be perfect. I've turned down probably more fishing trips than I've actually turned up or went on. Like,
Turned up.
Turned up.
Turned up.
Yeah. Let's turn up. Let's get out of here. Let's
About time.
yeah, come back and see you guys next time. Tune in.
And you never know, guys. I might be a professional fisherman after this show.
What?
Talk to you later.